We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think?
So basically, don't get hit. I feel bad for the people who only use the shields.
So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
Uh-huh.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
I'd like to see that.
In your dreams.
What?
You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Yeah, it was kind of one-sided, though.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Ah, that's a good friend.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
No.
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wow!
Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
Well, they're no match for her either. If I'm no match for her, then what are they gonna do?
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
So, what's the plan then?
Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
I don't know, talk it over with other people?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. We also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset. It's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo Commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Oh.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean, inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission.
Yeah, basically do it from the inside.
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today.
Oh, it's... oh boy, it's Sarah.
She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Aha.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest.
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Uh-oh, wait. That guy's not even holding his spear correctly.
Ugh, Gujiyai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
Yeah.
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
Oh. Uh-oh.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
There's no way she'd believe it.
Gujiyai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki.
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence.
3 days. Jesus.
That was so scary. Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujo-Sara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not.
Even she got tired of all the questions Paimon asks.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
The professional? No way.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. So tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about?
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja. It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the 3 commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
The Yashiro Commission.
The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends.
Okay. Sayu, wake up. We need you to hear the plan.
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt Decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
I know just the person.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
Exactly.
If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Aw.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again.
Free my boy Toma.
This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
Oh boy.
You're still thinking about that?
You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught.
Uh-huh.
After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
Oh god.
What is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Did that even work? Like, or did Sayu get the thing? I hope she's okay.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it.
Nice.
I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui.
Uh-huh.
It seems that Gujiyaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiyaya. I trust you will have a plan for the next step.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
Oh man, she's in her head. Ooh.
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan.
Oh, she's deep in her head. Damn.
I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention?
No, the higher-ups don't care.
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
I have a very confidential letter here.
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Yep.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Oh boy.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
What?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Yeah?
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
I'll figure out a way.
Take this with you as a farewell gift. The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
Thanks, I'll treasure it.
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Free 5-star, let's go!
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top.
Oh,
No one is allowed to enter.
really? What?
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Okay, well, I guess I get to use Sara then.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand.
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
Tragic.
He just came right out and admitted it.
For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sara.
Damn.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve?
This man thinks he's outplaying the Fatui. That's funny.
When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
He's just overconfident in her power.
You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that, as would the former head of our clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting...
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Uh-oh.
If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Report to the Shogun if you so wish.
Oh.
The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Senora! I can't be surprised about it, sorry. They showed it off in the trailer.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no!
Oh.
What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
Oh, damn. Well, I didn't expect her to do much.
Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow.
So you're trying to seize control of Inazuma.
Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
So that was all Scaramouche's doing then?
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives?
Damn.
Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong.
So for Venti's gnosis.
That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all.
Alrighty then.
You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy.
Oh.
Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal.
Ooh.
I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully.
She's right. I still want to fight you though.
I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
Oh, we'll see about that.
I challenge you
Whoa!
to a duel before the throne!
Oh, here we go! Let's go! He got more voice lines! Let's go, Zach.
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Yeah.
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part!
Alright, let's go!
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish. Lightning flash! Into the frozen void!
Ow. Her music fits her though, I will say. Oh, there's sheer cold? Oh god, that's just not fun.
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid.
Uh-oh. Alright. Here comes the second phase. Here she is! Look at the moth.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated. Immolation, a cherished agony. Do you feel it?
No.
Who dares call me a witch?
Bruh, they introduced the
Not
sheer
even
cold
ashes
into
will
the game
remain.
and they ran with it. Then again, this boss would be incredibly easy without it. And there she goes. That was kind of easy.
So strong, but how?
And you said I suck. No, you. Oh god, I don't want to have to face her now.
I am a
Say
Smith
goodbye.
diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma. Stop! I order you, and you, filthy rats, all of you!
Uh-oh. Wait. Oh! Hey, yo! Oh my god!
You are the enemy of eternity.
No way!
But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Oh, well, there goes our chances of having Senora as a playable character.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, here
Oh yeah, no, we're not getting out of this.
It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone. She got what she deserved. But Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Traveler, you got a headache?
Bro, what is happening? Am I good?
Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her.
Oh,
in
is the
combat.
reality hitting me that I can't defeat her?
So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. But we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on
Yeah.
hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe.
Break out.
Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Uh-oh. Oh! Holy shit! Oh, it's the vision!
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Kazuha, go! Kazuha, go! Wait, who's taking all the visions? Oh, there we go. And we're back.
So, we meet again.
Yep.
Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me?
Oh?
Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree.
So you knew everything?
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
But this damages the people, though. This hurts the people.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations. Are they not?
Tepe? Yes.
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. You're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
Oh, I'm not here to debate your idea. Okay, so we're not doing a talk no jutsu. I'm here to demolish them. Ooh!
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
I should have switched to Geo. If I knew I was gonna end up fighting her right after, I probably would have switched to Geo. But
Frostbite.
There's special attention.
yeah, this hurts. Ah. Guji Yai, these attacks are a little bit different from what you planned.
Flowing thunder.
Strike dead.
Did I live this time?
Dear me.
Oh.
Aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Hi.
Miko,
What are you gonna do?
this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you.
So wait.
Now then, close your eyes.
Wait, what? Oh, am I getting all the visions? Ah, here we go. Oh, yep. This is my power-up moment.
Vision Hunt decree.
I like the music. This is some kick-ass music. I'm getting my ass beat to some really cool music right now. Oh, wait, nope. Third phase?
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
When people move forward with all their might, they can surpass the gods' expectations.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Yeah.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward.
Wow.
So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow.
So we're in our backstory now.
With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And
That's
yet,
such a cool design.
something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache.
So, yeah, she
Never
lost a
stop
lot
searching,
of people.
even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles.
Conria.
Perhaps only if time stands still, will the lightning's glow never fade.
Huh.
The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form, let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply... exist.
Yeah.
It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed.
Miko, retract your words.
Wow. Those are harsh words.
Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses, but I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world.
She's right. It's because she's here.
So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again.
Aww.
You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I... have nothing to say to that.
It's true then.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall
really?
every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity.
Do I have to be here for this?
So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Oh my god.
Now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Nice.
But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
Oh, okay then.
As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you.
So, I'm wondering.
Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope.
Aww.
But some ambitions
So it is possible to
outlive their masters
revive a vision.
long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true
So it's very
for all eternity.
So it's completely possible to reawaken a vision then. Huh.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
I don't know what came over me. I was very angry at that time. That wasn't me. I am not the same person I was, like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once.
Yeah, and we got to see a Fatui member die. Which is, I don't know how to feel about that, not gonna lie.
They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Are we sure about that?
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh no, don't tell me she's gonna say what I think she's about to say.
Oh.
Oh no! No!
I handed that over.
What? Yeah.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
Oh my god. That's how you saved me?
The balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did... for once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
But why did you have the Gnosis?
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. And I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia.
So, we were fighting a god that didn't even have the full power of a god the whole time. Holy shit. And we needed every single vision. We needed the power of everybody's will to defeat her. How are we gonna defeat the other gods?
Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan?
What? I guess.
So, anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Oh.
Really?
As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past.
Okay. So, what happened to the Shogun's puppet then?
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
It's somebody else.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
So, you mean...
Mm-hmm. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
Oh! Wow, okay. So about the former Raiden Shogun then.
The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul. They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double.
Uh-huh.
Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in.
Wait.
Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
So A did lose Makoto in the Konryo War.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
You know anything about my sister?
Sorry, I haven't a clue.
So about the next stop on my journey, where do I go next?
After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Cute? Wait, what?
Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. Oh, Traveler, do you still have the omamori I gave you?
Of course I do. I'll keep it safe.
Keep it safe? Is that all you intend to do with it?
Well, what do you want me to do?
There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Well, if I could, I would. But Mahoi would probably sell it to us for like $30 as a cosmetic instead.
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
To be reunited with my sister, I guess?
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Okay.